Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about antivirus systems and how they play the role in security. Um, Antivirus is one of the most basic programs that everybody's aware of. I mean, it comes pre-installed on Windows, the Windows Defender, their basic one. Now, one of the things I know a lot of people here and a lot of people falsely believe is that Linux and Mac OS are really not in need of antivirus, and they couldn't actually be more wrong. A lot of attacks nowadays are switching to more browser-based, as well as they're using more. What they're using is more multi-platform, so it's going to be able to infect all three of the major systems between Linux, Mac, and Windows. And to top it off, too, I mean, Windows is a numbers game. Is what they say. Most businesses, most home PCs are Windows computers. However, what they don't tell you is that a lot of servers, about over 99% of servers, or at least over 90% of servers, are Linux-based architecture. So if it's really a numbers game, that server Linux is really going to balance a lot of that out. Now the main thing about antivirus is actually broken down into two categories. You have your signature-based, which is going to be old school stuff, and you have your behavioral-based or heuristic, which is going to be kind of the newer stuff. Now, signatures, as I had said, signature-based antivirus is the old stuff. What will happen is after a piece of malware is discovered by one of the major companies, McAfee, Norton, Windows, whoever it might be, they go through, they compile that code, and they give it a very specific signature based on what that code does, how it's written, and all of that stuff. And then as you scan your system with that antivirus, you end up looking for signatures. So you're going to match any system on there with the signature that you have on that database. So that's kind of old school. Now, way to think about it is that's really antiquated, and there's a lot of debate on whether that's even a viable antivirus at this point in time. I mean, it's better than nothing, but if you think about it this way, depending on where you look, a lot of sources will say about 350,000 new malware or unwanted programs are introduced into the wild every day. So if it's relying on being detected and a signature being compiled, you can kind of see how they're not going to be able to keep up with that amount of new malware every day. Now, the newer style is going to be heuristic or behavior-based antivirus, which looks at how a program is going to operate or what it's trying to do, and determine the risk level from there. Determine whether, okay, is this program acting in a way that a normal program does, or is this acting in a malicious way in an attempt to compromise systems or an attempt to encrypt a user's laptop or encrypt a user's hard drive, excuse me. So based on that, it'll determine whether that program is malicious or risky in any way, and then take the actions of whether it's quarantine it or delete it. Now, once either antivirus, signature-based, or heuristic find a virus, there's a few different options. I mean, obviously, if they can't, they're going to eliminate it, stop it from executing, stop that executable from infecting the system, whether it be sending the data or sending the packets out, or encrypting the hard drive in the case of ransomware, whatever it is. And then it's either going to delete it from the system completely, or it's going to move it into what's called a quarantine state. So it's going to move it in an area where it can't actually execute the code that it needs to and infect the rest of the system, or do whatever malicious things it's intending to do. So those two are really the big versions of our antivirus right now, and a lot of them come based with firewalls. Now, firewalls are a system, whether it be your computer, a physical hardware firewall with a new router, whatever the case it might be. It will allow it to kind of see what information is going out, where it's kind of going out, and give a lot of control over where those packets, what ports those packets might be going out of, and a lot of stuff like that. And I'll get more into like packet sending and protocols and how that stuff goes when I kind of touch on intrusion detection systems as well as intrusion prevention systems. And that'll be here at a later video as I do a little bit more research and kind of make sure I understand that a lot better before I try to teach you guys. So that's just a real quick rundown of antivirus and firewalls. So please, if you enjoyed this video, if you felt it was helpful, like it and subscribe. Follow me as I continue to kind of learn more, teach you guys, and teach myself. And remember, every day that we're not getting better, the bad guys are.